If you have a fear or a phobia, you can get rid of it really quickly. And I mean like under an hour. And the way to do that is with hypnotherapy. So I want to explain some of the logic behind using hypnotherapy for things like fears and phobias. And by way of example, I'm going to use a spider phobia. So let's say someone comes to see me, they're scared of spiders. One of the first things we're going to do is we're going to create a foundation of calm. If we are going to be talking about spiders and imagining spiders in different scenarios and situations, we want this person to be calm the entire time. And also, this is probably the first time they've ever associated thoughts of spiders with feelings of calm. So from the beginning, we're making progress. We're also probably going to look at negatively emotionally charged memories. If you have a fear or a phobia, especially of spiders, there's probably something from your past that created that fear. And either that memory or those memories or versions of those memories are probably coming back to haunt you and coming back to reinforce that fear or phobia. And there are lots of ways in the hypnotherapy world to essentially neutralize memories like that. And that's going to help to fix this problem. We're also definitely going to change the way this person thinks the moment they see a spider, right? Where does their brain automatically go? It's probably something like spider, fear. So we're going to start to change that, right? We want to break that connection. We want to essentially introduce other ideas. So I'm glossing over a lot of this, but just to give you an example, what if you were to imagine a spider not as this, monster that's out to harm you? Instead, you were to shrink it down, right, in your imagination. What if you were to make it a different color, or a cartoon, or in fact something that's very happy? Maybe a spider with a little spider family, right? It just wants to get home to its family, wants nothing to do with you. Again, if we start to introduce ideas other than spider, fear, we can actually go a long way to really, really reducing that phobia. And we're also definitely going to do something called mental rehearsal, right? We're going to imagine a time in the future or lots of times in the future where we actually come across a spider, but we remain calm. We remind ourselves that, of these pictures of cartoons or a little spider family or whatever. And believe it or not, now I've glossed over a bunch of stuff, but believe it or not, that process right there will go a long way to really, really reducing the intensity of a fear or a phobia. And it works for a phobia of needles, for stage fright, for driving anxiety, for flying anxiety, things like that. Anyway, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, get in touch. If you have a fear or phobia you'd like to get rid of, let me know. Thanks for watching.